Hazy, sun and clouds with spotty storms possible on Wednesday. Good Tuesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, you can see from the Ultimate Doppler Radar, we've got a dry scan. The Ultimate Doppler Radar presented by Madlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, East Tennessee's #1 tire shop and auto repair since 1953. If you need an oil change, maybe you need your tires rotated, maybe you need a whole new set of tires. Madlock does a fantastic job. Check them out. Their 5 convenient locations to serve you. By the way, it's not only quiet in East Tennessee, but it's dry in Middle Tennessee, West Tennessee, where we have some real concerns for heat today. It was Little Rock, Arkansas. They're shaded of like a purple color, a fuchsia. Well, they were under excessive heat warnings there, but given all the heat they have been experiencing. Now, our high temperature locally was only 87 degrees. I was expecting 88. 88's the normal high for this time of year, and 97 the record for this date going back to 1935. We started the day at 67 degrees. Now we saw 87 in Oak Ridge, 84 in Morristown, and 86 in Athens and, say, Tellico Plains. 81 for Cumberland County and Crossville, as well as Lake Tansy and Fairfield Glade. Now they did hit 90 on the other end of the state. 90 in Memphis, 89 Chattanooga, and 88 Nashville today. A few extra clouds across the western part of the volunteer state, but very little cloud cover, so it means you're going to be able to see that bright moon tonight, the supermoon. More on that here in mere moments. But the Sturgeon supermoon will be about 15% brighter, 7% bigger. Super soggy on Thursday and Friday, so I'm using the super, but the super soggy weather is going to be what everybody's talking about to end the week, because we're talking 1 to 2 inches or more. Some could get 2.5 inches of rain all at one time, and that's going to cause some real headaches, I'm sure, with some potential for some flash flooding later this week. Now, when we go back to the heat, if you were playing the home game version, we had a high of 94 degrees last Friday, 93 last Thursday. So those are the hottest days of the year so far. Now that we've started a whole new month, you might be asking yourself, how many typically do we see in August? Do we get a lot of 90-degree days? We get 10. 10 on average. We typically see 12 in July, 7 in June, and so on. Average is about 34 days in a calendar year. Well, this has been a below average year. We've had only 10 days so far, and that's including May and June and July. So, yeah, we could see an interesting August, but we'd have to make up for lost time. I just don't see that in the cards. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But again, all that comes by way of the National Weather Service in Morristown. We had 41 days above average last year. The Weather Prediction Center, another division of NOAA, talking about some isolated flash flooding, or maybe even in yellow, scattered flash flooding, potentially heading into Thursday. Say, whoa, this map looks even more yellow than it did this morning. Sure does. Everybody in East Tennessee, within the sound of my voice, could see some scattered flash flooding occur Thursday into Friday. So please don't be surprised. I mean, you can be surprised, but if we're talking about it this morning, and I'm talking about it now, are you really surprised? Well, you were tipped off. I heard the weatherman say we could see some flash flooding. Yes, we could. And it could be interesting to see. Now, the chances in yellow, 15%. Where there's green, and there may be some green areas in Kentucky, it's a 5% chance. But that's anywhere within 25 miles of a point. So the exceedingly rainfall guidance, this is all about criteria. If you're looking at the yellow areas, there's at least a 15% chance we get some flooding in the area. Let me show you what some of the models, deep sea fishing as it may be, show maybe a 1/100th of an inch by 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Not a whole lot. I left a 20% chance. Now, as we move into Thursday, move into, say, it's 10 o'clock Thursday, there's over 2.5 in Jonesville. We add a little bit more on Friday. Some of you may be over 1.5 inches in Morristown, maybe 2 inches plus Greenville. It's going to depend on the warm front and its motion. It puts a band right through, say, Bell County and into Hancock County and Hawkins County. But this morning, it was further south and west of Knox County. So anyone's fair game. It's just going to be where the rainfall drops, where the cookie crumbles, but it will be getting soggy to end the week. Now, the Storm Prediction Center does not put a whole lot of severe weather here. You can see there's some areas maybe up toward maybe the UP of Michigan and up toward Wisconsin, and some hot spots around St. Louis where they could have some scattered severe storms tomorrow. But for us, outside of a spotty shower storm, we'll make it without any fanfare. We move off to Thursday. There might be some isolated severe storms in Rapid City or near Denver. But back here, it's just the gully washers that'll be coming into town, so we don't expect it to reach severe limits by the true definition. There won't be 60-mile-an-hour winds because we're going to hardly be hard-pressed to get out of the 70s for highs. 70s? That sounds great, but it's really humid. It's raining, 70s. It's not going to be all that dramatic in terms of winds, but we certainly could find quite a bit of rain coming down. Let me show you what this looks like. 11 o'clock tonight, nothing to see other than the sturgeon. Supermoon. They call it the sturgeon because the fish, that's the sturgeon, up in the Great Lakes are caught quite a bit this time of year. So the Farmer's Almanac calls it the sturgeon. Supermoon because it's a little bit closer with the elliptical orbit, so it makes it look like it's a little bit bigger, a little bit brighter. Futurecast shows more rain, maybe spotty at noon tomorrow. Some of that may verify. It looks like it's clinging to the higher elevations tomorrow. So I left a 20% chance tomorrow. Some of that's model noise. But boy, this is really where things get interesting. 7 o'clock. Thursday morning comes pouring down like buckets, right down from Jellicoe, Middlesboro, into La Follette, and right into Knoxville by midday. And you say, well, once that's gone, then it's going to clear out, right? Maybe not. Not so fast. There's 2:30. I got a lot of clouds. Temperatures topping off about 78 for the afternoon. And look where the front is by the end of the day. It hadn't moved much, but there'll be another impulse to come down on the back side or on the front side, depending on your viewpoint. When we're rain coming in at 3 a.m. Friday, oh boy, and it's still coming down in buckets across the Smokies at 7 a.m. on Friday. So I left a 100% chance of rain on Thursday and an 80% chance of rain on Friday, but it might be heavier on the Friday morning time frame because there might be some improvement by Friday afternoon, as you can see illustrated there. Meanwhile, as we look at these clouds tonight, most of them are working their way to the south and to the west of us, so it's going to be pretty good viewing for that moon. Tonight we're down to 64, clear to partly cloudy. The sturgeon supermoon in view with winds out of the northeast 3 to 8 miles per hour. Lows about 59 in Middlesboro. That's a slice of nice. 60 in Crossville, 61 in Wartburg. If we get any fog overnight, may very well be in the higher elevations and the foothills. Tonight into tomorrow, we're looking for a high of 89 for Wednesday. Hazy, sun and clouds, spotty storms. Winds pick up 5 to 10 plus in the afternoon from the southwest. 88 for Oak Ridge, 89 for Morristown, 89 for Newport. And as we slide into your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville in East Tennessee, 78 Thursday. Boy, you really are grim, Aldrich. It's all clouds and thunder. Yep. We could get some thunder, but I think it's really the rain, the gully washers that you usually associate with summer coming to fruition. 81 on Friday, 80% chance. And then it's more spotty. Saturday, Sunday, we're back in the low 90s on Sunday, upper 80s Monday and Tuesday. By the way, you can keep track of all this using the Captain Accurate weather app. It's free with Pete Michaels Traffic. You get Pete Michaels Traffic, weather and traffic perfect together. Just search the two words Captain Accurate at the App Store and Google Play. You get all the National Weather Service alerts, plus 3 extras, plus lightning alerts. It's a deal, and it's free. You got to check it out because it also keeps you safe. If you are going to be under a flash flood warning, wouldn't you want to know about it? Or would you rather read about it on social media like hours after it was issued? No, you want it when it's issued. So that's what the app has great advantage, very highly advantageous to download. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.